is Kanye's new album called Yesuke, and what does this ninja emoji have to do with it? Today, we're gonna cover all the Kanye news that have happened since the last video, and also go into the theory that's going around on the Kanye subreddit and community right now, and let's see what's behind this. If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and details everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So before we get into the new theory, I want to recap real quick what's happened so far. We've gotten the bunch of leaks from this In Search leaker who claimed that this new album was going to be called Change, that it will be dropping within the next 2 weeks, or that the rollout will be starting within the next 2 weeks. And the weeks before, we've covered that Kanye is in Japan, in Tokyo to be exact, with a bunch of collaborators and rumors that a new album was coming out. And over the past 24 hours basically, we've gotten inside sources from NBC News that also confirmed this rumor. Let's take a look at this NBC article real quick that you see quoted a bunch of times in the Kanye community over the past 24 hours, and let's see what's behind this. So there was this article that basically read, and this was pretty big on NBC, Ye plans to drop a new album. Two sources tell NBC News that the controversial rapper has been working on new music throughout the summer. And in detail it reads, one of the sources was in a studio with Ye and listened to some of the music with the embattled rapper's partner Bianca Sensory. New music is imminent, the second source, who was close to Ye, said. The sources said it was unclear on what platform Ye would be releasing his new music. This would be his first album ever since Donda 2, blah, 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 and they reached out for a representative, but nothing has come back so far. Now, when I read that, they're not sure what platform he's going to drop it on, I was immediately worried. Y'all know the whole stem player situation with Donda 2, where we never got it on streaming services, but still it seems like new music is pretty much confirmed to be coming soon, and he's been working on this throughout the summer, so the rumors about the Tokyo sessions and so on, they were kind of true. What's interesting though is that Kanye is not in Japan anymore, rather he is in Italy right now. He is in Florence with his wife. There's been pictures surfacing of the two of them, being in hotels, and there's also been these pictures of the hotels he's staying at, and Don the Times reported on this a bunch, and they're saying like this is the environment that Kanye is recording this new music under. So he's recorded maybe part of it in Japan and now part of it in Italy in these great grand hotels. Maybe they also set the stage for some of the stuff on there. Also, we've seen pictures of him holding a bottle, like he's suspiciously holding a bottle. When was the last time you saw Kanye holding a bottle like this? Exactly right before we got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, so we're in for something, boys. Well, anyway, let's get into this interesting theory that also Don the Times actually put out into the world, and that's been heavy subject of discussion on the subreddit and in the Kanye community in general over the past week or so. So this right here was a post from Don the Times 6 days ago, where they posted this picture of this black samurai, and obviously samurais are these Japanese soldiers. Kanye's big connection to Japan, but that's just part of it. In the caption for this, it reads, Yesuke, an enslaved African who arrived in Japan in 1579 and became the first black samurai. Yesuke was a man of African origin who served as a kashin under the Japanese daimyo Oda Nobunaga. I don't know what all this means though. In 1579, Yesuke arrived in Japan in the service of Italian Jesuit missionary Alessandro Vellinano, visitor of missions on the Indies in India. So that is the story behind this black samurai, the first black samurai. And people are now making theories that this could be the inspiration behind a new Kanye album. The reason being that a bunch of Kanye collaborators who we've seen him with in studios, in recording sessions, have posted ninja emojis on Twitter, on Instagram. Even we've had a couple of more people like Don Tolliver post something like this, and it's just been suspiciously on the rise over the past couple of days. And people are thinking that this is part of the rollout, and this could be connected to this samurai. Now, I don't know where the exact origins of this came from, when the first time was that people connected it to this exact story in Japanese history, but this is what we got. This is what the community is thinking so far. To me, it seems a little bit far-fetched. Let me know how y'all feel about this. But obviously, the kind of running joke is that, Kanye would rename Yasuke into Yesuke, so that he has that ye in there again, like Gandhi, Yandi, like, Jesus, Yeezus. Y'all get the vibes. Now, do y'all think there is actually substance behind this theory, or is this kind of far-fetched that we just took a random Japanese, not random, it was the first black samurai, so obviously there's a connection as well. Kanye wanting to be this black innovator, obviously, that he is, and this could be maybe a story he's inspired by and that he thinks is cool, but I don't know if that's enough to justify a whole theory about this being the album. But nevertheless, there's been a bunch of covers or like art for this certain concept that people have been creating on the subreddit, so on the West sub ever. So if you want to check that out, make sure to head over there, because there's a bunch of amazing art on there that I don't want to go unnoticed, but I just don't think that this will actually be the case. Now, when it comes to those leaks that we got from InSearch last week, though, there's been reports on this in the meantime saying that those were fake, but there's been repeated reports that the album is actually not that far away, which might then be yet again confirmed by the NBC sources, even though we don't know who that is. But there was a post where somebody said 2 weeks is 2 weeks in terms of when this rollout will be starting, in terms of when the album will be coming out. So maybe have your eyes open for something in 2 weeks or now in 1 week. I don't know what the time reference on this now is, but over the next month, I'll say we'll get something on Kanye's new album, whether it be Change or whether it be Yesuke, but I'll keep y'all updated, so make sure you stay subscribed. Obviously, the most recent public performance by Kanye was his performance with Travis Scott at the Circus Maximus concert in Italy as well, where he came out, and they did a show together, and Travis kind of teased at a tour together with Kanye, which had a lot of people talking. So maybe we'll see a tour of the two of them happening as well, but that's still up in the air, so we don't know anything more about that. But maybe that is something that we'll see in the future as well. Let me know how y'all, think feasible this might be. So a bunch of Kanye news that aren't really concrete, that aren't really confirmed yet, but obviously it's Kanye, so fans will jump on any little detail that will give them some sort of hope, and then, copium sets in and they just start making theories about this. But the Yesuke theory, I think, is interesting. I don't think that that will actually be the case, but it's interesting. Let me know what y'all think about this, and let me know what y'all think about the whole situation in general, about the InSearch leaks, then, about those NBC sources. Who do you think that is? How credible do you think they are? And let me know all your theories on Yesuke or Change in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.